Check Keys Code, you have the option.
Change one little thing, man. One little thing, and then the whole desk, the whole office, the whole house is just 1 inch to the right. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. Is it just me? Like, does everything have to be in the middle all the time for you? It's easier for me. I like even. I like, you know, patterns and shapes. Who doesn't? Welcome to the stream. Glad you guys are here. Prayers appreciated. It's probably just me. Yeah. All right. I can understand that. Just you know what? Like I've got this piece of tape. It's not in the middle of my monitor anymore. That's the problem. Is that I'm in the middle of the frame because I've done some goofy stuff. I got little cool corners and things like that. In fact, I want to see something. Look at that. It doesn't even go all the way because that's my closet. And so I cut it off. But you guys can't tell because it looks like the wall just ends. Because it does, kinda. Anyway. And everyone else, yeah, everyone else has problems. I'm just logical is what I am. So if I move this over here a little, oh, that's dangerous. And then I move this over here like 1 inch. Yeah, that ought to do it. Thumbs up, baby. All I needed was 1 inch to the right. Okay, we can move on with stream now. I fixed my audio. I apologize for the last, I don't know how long. The audio has been kind of gibbled, and it surprises me because I didn't reset it or anything. It must have been an update. It had to be an OBS update or something, because all the filters were off. Like, they said they were on, but they were off. So you guys probably heard hissing and weird sounds. And I did a whole talk yesterday, and it was probably just the worst audio. I haven't even listened to it. I'm too scared to. You know what I'm saying? Too scared to listen to the audio. What if it's terrible? What if it's bad? Then I'll have to like cry. There we go. The things are all right. Hello, Shadow Tuner. Good to see you. I've got something fun. I got something fun today. 2025 Mountain Dew Voodoo Mystery Flavor. I don't know what it is, but I tagged Mountain Dew in it, so maybe they'll tell me. Once I taste it, I can be like, what did you put in here? Like, what is it? Ingredients are just water, sugar, acid, flavor. That's it. And so yeah, that could be fun. I like doing little samples. I wish I could go get those the Tokyo Treat things again, but the problem is it's all candy, right? Like, it's just there's nothing out there where you can kind of get a little bit of candy and a little bit of like cultural stuff and maybe like an anime thing, and you know, like, just like I looked and I've asked. Actually, there's a guy I'm in contact with. Weirdly, I found this dude online who was trying to start up like a Japan mail thing, kind of like Tokyo Treat, and it's not I don't think it's going yet. Like, I don't think he's actually got it going yet, but he's working on it. And so like after like 4 months or something, he emails me back, hey, I got your email. Things have been weird here. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I totally get it, man. And so I don't know, maybe that'll be cool. Right now I'm trying to concentrate on, I got to get through Hack is on the 25th, and I got, you know, it's like a 15-minute talk, and then I get to do, you know, a little AMA kind of thing, and then I got to get through Reach, and got to get to Reach, man. That's gonna be a big one. And then, you know, I got to make sure I prep that and have the talk ready and whatnot. And then after Reach, you know, then it's middle of November, and we can start talking about Christmas and whatnot, and then we can start talking about other things and other taco stuff. But right now, we're just trying to cruise in there. I've got enough stuff happening in life that I don't need to try to add more to my plate. This week has been interesting because I've been trying to make the content, you know, do the stuff that I'm supposed to do, and it's been nice. It's been nice to sit and think about stuff. I've got a good video today. We're going to talk about dopamine detox, which really is it's educational. It's a really cool. I don't know if you've ever seen the Monkey Mind videos. I really like them. It's explanatory and funny, and it's a cartoon. So how do you argue with that? The essentially it's taking your brain and why boredom is important, right? Well, why if you don't get bored, sometimes your brain will be broken. And so how do you deal with that? So that's kind of what I want to go through. I know I need it. I'm sure a lot of us on here do. That idea of you know, I'm bored, so I'm gonna go get food, or I'm gonna go get, you know, play a game, or I'm gonna go grab my phone, or I'm gonna, you know, like something where we got to do it, and then do it right up until our eyeballs close, right? I know that I'm definitely guilty of that, and it's not good for you. Like the way that this guy explains it, he's like, that's dumb. There's actually two videos. I was thinking about, I'm tossing between the two. One is the dopamine detox, and the other one is called having a great morning starts at night, or something like that. Starts in bed. And it's essentially, you know, like going to bed. Yeah, well, that's it. The evening wind down, right? That evening, I don't know what I'm supposed to, you know, like I don't know what I would do. I haven't done it for so long. The idea of just like stopping, chilling, like for like an hour, no screens, no stuff, you know, read a book. It sounds lovely, but I just don't do it. It's like the level of tired, or just a habit, I guess. Like sitting and reading a book if I'm in bed. And then they say, don't read in bed, right? Don't read in bed. Don't do all that stuff in bed. The bed is for sleeping. You know, condition yourself that when you go to bed, you go to sleep. And I'm like, well, where am I going to read? You know, I got people around that are going to be up my nose asking me to do stuff that I don't know. I use some ChatGPT to help discover natural sources of dopamine. You like just fun stuff, or do you mean like just kind of things that are fulfilling but not addictive, or like what do you mean like natural sources of dopamine, like a sunset? Yeah, I've got like it's fun. I lost all that weight, right? Like I lost 30 pounds. All my shirts were fitting really good. I felt really confident going to Twitch, going to ReachConf, and then sort of the fertilizer hit the ventilator, and I couldn't. There's so many things happening, and it just kind of threw me completely for a loop. And then now I've gained so much of it back, and now my shirts are tight again. And of course you can't get rid of it all in 2 weeks. And so like how many habits can you change at once? Between the gotta sleep better, gotta eat better, gotta use your phone different, gotta get back to work and do things, gotta make sure the content, gotta get your calendar correct, gotta like, oh, have you gone for a walk, have you connected? Like there's so many things. And then when my wife comes home, she's gonna need my attention too, and it's so much, and there's only one of me. So I actually have I was talking to my connection to the Eastern Association, the new ventures, and he's a great guy, really supportive. He's like, I think we're friends, and I'm like, good, I think we're friends too. Good, I'm glad we're confirmed, right? And he's a super nice guy. He is very, very, very smart, very busy. He's doing like a doctorate at the same time as running like 3 jobs and a podcast, and like he's got a lot going on. And yet he still takes time for me, and it never feels like he's coming flying into the conversation, be like, hey, I got 15 minutes. He's always like there, he's always there. He's like, oh, I got to go in like 5. And it's very, very cool. So I was talking to him about where things are going with me and my channel. And because I don't know if you know, but hopefully you do. In February, we got a bit of a crisis coming in that I won't have the connection to the church that I had before. And so that church thing needs to be replaced, or I'm going to have a very different relationship with you guys and the donors and the whole thing. And so I'm working with him to talk to my home church, to talk about, partnership and stuff like that. I've been meeting with an elder, meet with him a few times, really cool conversation. Last time we met, this would have been Monday. And he, like, I kind of broke it down. I don't know if I said it differently or just said it, I don't know what I said, but he's like, I get it. I'm like, far out. He's like, it took three meetings, but I think I get it. And so he got excited about the idea of what are we going to, like, what does this look like, and what can it look like for the local church, and what can we do to help you? And that's really cool. I'm beside myself with how awesome that is. And he's, it's not going anywhere. There's no guarantees. We got to talk to the pastor, the main pastor. He's like on sabbatical. He's going to come back in 2 weeks, and boy, he's got a lot waiting for him. But as I was talking, I'll go all the way back, right? As I'm talking through the next chapter of life, he asked me, he said, so I know you've got Taco, and I know Taco has a board, and that, the US thing, and you guys are doing some stuff, but what help do you have when it comes to the Canadian version, like the Canadian contingent, the XtianNinja stuff? That is, a big part, that's the major part of the Canadian, and, your channel, and it's all, it bleeds together. But, like, do you have someone helping you or a group helping you? And I'm like, no. I'd actually talked to that guy, that elder, and he said the same thing. He looked at me like he didn't even ask. He's like, you need help. I don't want to. Hey, Paul, thank you. Appreciate it. He's like, if we partner together, no guarantees and all that stuff, but when we partner together, what I don't want to just like say, hey, we're partners, and then not talk to you anymore, or just put you on the website and call it a day. He's like, you need help. If we believe in you, and we believe that you are a ministry of our church, then we want to help you. And that means like we want to help connect you to places, and help you with like mail outs, and help you with like your financial, like figuring all that stuff out. Like we want to take it really seriously. And like I was almost in tears. I held it together pretty good, because but it was like to actually hear somebody say that even if it doesn't come true, to have someone go, I see that you're in need, and I see that you've got stuff going on, and I see that your thing is valuable, and if it works out, we'd love to really help, like really connect to you in a special way. And I'm like, that's so cool. So then the next day I'm talking to that guy. Thank you for the lurk. Next day I'm talking to that guy, for New Ventures. Name's Bernard, and he says, do you have help? And I'm like, Taco has help, and like Samus helps me with like a couple shorts a week, and he's like, is that it? Like that's all the help? Like you? And I'm like, the rest of it's mine, which is why so many things are falling by the wayside. Because I just said, if it goes sideways, and well, not side, whatever. If I don't get, figure out what I'm gonna do in February, then I gotta send in a mail out to all these people and tell them where I'm going and how to donate and blah. Because nobody checks their email, nobody checks their email. And in that case, off we go. And who's gonna do all that, right? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the sub. Thank you, Star Blue. I wrote one note from that conversation, and it was this, right? Which is such an ironic thing. That is a great question mark. I don't know what I was doing there. I think it was team. What is that supposed to be a question mark, or is that like a weird looking Z? I don't know what I did there. That's the worst. And so, ironically, when I started this thing, I had the Stream Green team, right? And there were some people on it that believed in what I was doing, and they were helping out, and I was able to lean on them for editing and whatnot. And they're still there, still have some of those. But he's like, so. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Do I need to like reconstruct another team just kind of for me? Like, is that bad for Taco? Should I just quit at XtianNinja and just do Taco? Like, it became a brain crisis, and so that's where I'm at. It's exciting stuff and cool transitory stuff. But as I said at the very start, can't even think about it until middle of November. Like literally, there's no margin for thinking. Exercise is the primary one. Socializing, having something to work towards, like leveling up in games or releasing dopamine, accomplishing modest life goals. Yeah, healthy stuff. Yeah, I see what you mean. Dopamine detox. We're going to talk about that. Essentially, it's like there are things in your life, say for example, your phone, that when you feel bored or you feel like you need a hit of something, it's very accessible, very immediate, and some of them are designed to make it so that you are in a constant state of dopamine needing, and then it'll hit you, and then it messes with your brain. And, hello, Jones. And so how do you rebuild that pathway so that you can enjoy things better? That's the video. That's what we're gonna talk about. But before that, it's always an AMA. I want to make sure that you guys have a chance to ask whatever you want, to talk about whatever subject. It's Wellness Wednesday technically. And so therefore, that's why we're talking about the dopamine thing and how we can be well. But if you've got stuff going on, let me know, and maybe we can do a little chat. Maybe chat can help, or I can help, or we can talk about it. If not, 'tis the time we're gonna get this thing started. I got this, and I'm kind of excited about it. The Mountain Dew Voodoo drink, and I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. It is a weird color, man. When was the last time you saw, like, if I saw water that was this color, I'd be like, you should not drink that. But that is it's like a ghostly kind of gray. What color is your pop? Gray. Like, that's not the right color for pop, especially not Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is like those light sticks you break in half. That's the color of a Mountain Dew. It is glow in the dark green. So we'll see. I'm gonna try it. We'll see how it is. Oh, again, with all these mystery flavors, right? You're like, okay, what is that? And your brain is just like, I don't know. It's everything. It's all the things. Lychee? That maybe, right? You know what it smelled like? It smelled like if you were to take a package of those Rockets, or in the US Smarties, like the little dusty candies, or like sweet tarts or whatever. That, take a whole bowl of that and kind of mash it up. And that candy flavor, multi-flavor sweetness, not like that. I don't know. I don't have a clue. It is a mystery flavor. There's no, I have no words. You know, it could be, you know, everything from lychee to, like, there's some, I don't know, watermelon. There's no, it's not tart, it's not sour, it's not lemonade. There's none of that in there. It's not a cola flavor. Like, I have no idea. That is flavor flavored. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get other people to try that to tell me what the heck that is. I can't say that it's my favorite flavor. I wish I could, but I can't. It's not a. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. Just like for one of those Galaxy Mica style drinks you had, none are available here. Yeah, it's from Quebec, right? The main people who do it is in Quebec, and I'd imagine that it's a very limited supply, especially, you know, if they're going to cons, you know, to sell this stuff and get it known. I imagine shipping is rough. Maybe I can do a giveaway. I can contact them and ask if I can do a giveaway. Maybe they can shoot me some Fruit Loops, not flavor. Yeah, like any particular fruit. Yeah, Fruit Loops A all taste the same. Did you know that? And B, it's just a fruit. Yeah, exactly. I think that's exactly what it is. It's sort of a, yep. That. There you go. Which I always wonder about the mystery flavors. Like you get the mystery flavors of like Laffy Taffy or whatever other ones, and it's always sort of a similar thing. And you're like, why did you do that? Is it because you had like a ton of leftover syrups that you like needed to scrape out of the bottom of the barrel, and so you just kept putting it into a vat? And you're like, well, what are we gonna do with that now? It's like, well, let's sell it as a mystery flavor. But sir, it's gray and really unattractive. Sell it for Halloween. Make it look like a ghost for Halloween. Okay, let's do it. You know what? I'll take a little note. And I'll see if I can contact the sparkly drink people, which I totally don't remember the name of. The Mica drink. It was odd. It's such a weird thing. That was so weird. All right. Well, if you guys don't want to, hello, Spaghetti. Good to see you. If you guys don't have anything specific to talk about, why don't we launch into the monkey video? Talk about monkey stuff. Okay, here we go. Boop. So this is the dopamine video. If this is from a channel called Monkey Knowledge, Monkey Mind 101. That's what it's called. Really funny videos. Really thoughtful stuff. They're presenting big topics in a way that people can understand. I like it. Did I share this on the stream or on the Discord? I may have. I thought it was really, really cool. There was two that kind of came in, right? Monkeys, exactly. And when you listen to him, I don't know, Ransom might have an aneurysm with the amount of times she says banana. How would you lead a Bible study? Is the question, how does one lead a Bible study, or how would I specifically lead a Bible study? But before we jump into this, I'm happy to chat about that. I haven't pushed play yet, so you got in under the wire. So why don't we so what's the question? Either I ran into this video before or we shared in Discord. It could have been shared. I thought it was really cool, and so I shared it. And the other one that I was looking at was the how to kind of fix your evenings so that your mornings feel better. There's other ones in there about motivation. There's other ones about addiction. There's other ones about the stuff going on psychologically, things like that. And I think they're great. I could watch that and then some TED Ed stuff and call that Wednesday's fodder. Like literally, it wouldn't even be hard because it's such good content. Really helpful and thoughtful too, right? How does one lead one? I guess it comes down to motivation, right? Like the question is, what are you trying to do? Like, what's the intention behind the Bible study? Are you trying to learn a topic? Are you trying to gather people together for community? Is there, is it this, that, like, I really need to get some Bible in my life and I need some accountability, so let's get a group together? Is it for men? Is it for a group? Is it for kids? All of that changes how you're going to do it. Because if it's a women's study for women who want to learn lots about the book of Romans, that's specifically, that's going to be a very different study than I'm leading a youth group through a topical study on self-control, right? That's a very different thing. And so the question is, who is it for, and what are you trying to do? And then your motive in a small group situation. So you said Bible study specifically, but like in a small group situation, I've always taught that there are three things that a small group is for. One is for community, two is for the study and whatnot, and the third is for service, right? Like all three of those things should be part of the small group sort of ethos. It should be that we hang out together, support each other, love each other, say things, encouraging and pray together and whatnot, and we study the Bible together, or we study topics together, or we study this whatever together. And then we also act together. We do things together. We go and we help something out, or we go clean something up, or we go and volunteer somewhere. We do something at the church, or we do something in the community, because that way we are using all the muscles, right? I rarely find groups. I don't think I've ever seen one that actually does all three. They all usually agree to it. That's a good idea. But actually finding the ones that'll be willing to go out and do all three it's hard. It's not easy. The fact that I'm in a women's Bible study about the book of Romans. That came up in my mind because there's my wife forever ago, she was part of a Bible study, and it was super intense, man. Like it was going through the book of Romans, and there was homework, and there was fill in the blanks, and there was, required reading and all. It wasn't just like, what do you feel? Like it was like full on exegesis of Romans, and it was pages upon pages, man. Crazy. Was it outside a tent? Everybody was in a tent. And then after that, it was, yep. Do you know why you can't run? You can't run. How does this friggin' joke work? You can't run in a campsite. You can't run in a campsite in the present. I can't remember the joke. I'll tell you the punchline. And you guys can figure out the joke. It's because it's always past tense, right? It's in the past tense, and you're running past tense, but I can't remember the joke part. Yeah, that's what's okay. You probably might be doing the same one. It's got like sheets of paper, and are they pink? I think they were pink back in the day, or yellow or something. They were a color. I think they were a color. You can only ran in a campground. Did you know you can't run in a campground? You can only ran in a campground because it's always past tense. That's the joke. That's it. Well done. Do you have any starter ideas? Like I said, I need to know for who. Like, is this a group of pastors getting together? Is this a group of 14-year-olds getting together? Are you leading Christians? Are you leading new Christians? Are you leading seniors? Are you leading people who have learning disabilities? Are you leading people who are addicted? Are you leading people, just general folks? That it's all of that matters, right? All of that matters. It'd be easy to say, start in the book of Mark and just, start reading the verses and then here's a commentary, go through it. Right? That's the easiest thing to say. Here's a Bible. Just go grab a Bible study off a shelf that you think is something interesting and do that. There's lots out there. Sister, and you, all three of you together. It's on whatever paper. Okay, all right. I mean, maybe it could be. I don't know. It was a big deal. Then a lot of churches were doing it. Okay, family Bible study. Okay, so is it a family Bible? Is it? Yeah, exactly. Is it family Bible study, or are you assigning homework to your mother and sister, or are they doing it individually? Right? Is it my mother wants to do a Bible study, my sister wants to do a Bible study, and I want to do a Bible study, but different? right? Or we're going to do it all at the same time together, or we're going to be doing it separately and then coming together to chat about it, once a week over dinner, right? Which is it? Because having that information will help me. You want to help them? Okay. Help them what? Individually or together? Like, are they going to be in the same room at the same time, reading the same stuff for like an hour? Or is it that, hey, go do your thing and let's talk about it later? Like, you assign homework and then we'll come back and we'll do a discussion thing. And I guess the other question is, help them what? Right? Is it help them? Like, what are you trying to help them? Get to know the Bible better? Get to know Jesus better? Get to know the history better? Get to know, sort of like the theology? They're doing it together. Okay. All three of you together. Like, what's the goal? Like, I guess, what was the onus? What started this whole thing? That you're like, hey, we should get together and do a Bible study. What was the reason? He's like, hey, you guys don't know the Bible at all. You clearly don't have a clue what's going on, because everything you say is wrong. We should probably sit down and have a conversation about this, because we should do some Bible stuff. In which case, that would be different than I want to help them get along. We need to do a peacemaker thing. We need to talk about forgiveness and peace and reconciliation and all that stuff. Help them what? That's a big question. Because like I said, it's easy to just give patent advice. The harder thing, and I think the correct thing, is to try to tailor it for your skills and abilities, what you're capable of. You don't want to try doing stuff that you just can't do, and overpromise and underdeliver. You also don't want to try to teach stuff you don't know. You don't have a clue. You could discover it together. But if you're trying to help them get to a place that you're at, right, but you're fuddling around, they're going to think, they're not going to get any further, because it'll be descending into difficult conversations about topics that aren't even part of that, and what if this and what if that, and I don't know, and then, it becomes a whole thing. Whereas if it's, if it's more, I guess, I don't know what the word is, the like sort of topical, loose kind of thing. We need to learn more about this. It's easier, like salvation, or the end times, or the creation, or the Holy Spirit, or spiritual gifts, or like that kind of thing. Then you can kind of laser focus. So that's where we're coming from. Did I freak out Brian? I apologize if I did. I want to give you a good answer, not just an answer. Still there, my dude? We'll give Brian a chance to come back. He might be working, you don't know, off to the side, and then we'll just jump into the monkey video. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's asking his family, what do you guys want? Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. But guy on the internet says, got a shower too? Oh, hey, we're still here. Well, that must be because we are just so darn interesting on this channel. So darn interesting. Tell your friends. I'm late to work and I don't even shower because the stream is so interesting. All right, I'm gonna go towards the video now, because I know I've done that where I go to somebody's stream and I'm like, hey, how you doing and whatnot, and then all of a sudden it's like something happens and I'm like, okay, bye, and then just never come back, because it just, life happens, and that's okay. I'm gonna push pause. We're gonna go through this and we're gonna talk about a little bit about dopamine. In my head, I got to keep the title as Dope Anime. It could be the same thing, though. Too much dope anime. I was watching a dope anime last night. There was one. It's called May I Ask One Final Thing. That's the name of the of the anime, and it's so good. The whole premise of it is there's a 17-year-old debutante, a duchess like lady, who fancy lady, who whose favorite thing in the world is just punching people in the face. She lives for punching people in the face, and the whole intro of the thing is just her clocking someone. Like, I think for the whole episode, just her. And then we discover that there's political intrigue and reason, and she becomes kind of like a folk hero and things like that. But she's always like dressed to the nines, beautiful hair, jewelry, ball gown, But then I love it. It's great. To help me do the word more and do group time with God, I'm gonna have to pray about this and see if it's something I should do. Let me say this. It needs to be something you all agree on, and you can't force it upon them. You can't guilt them into it, because they're not going to do their homework. They're not going to come to the discussion. They're not going to have a good attitude with it. It has to be something that they want, right? And so if you're not at the place where they're really like thirsty about it, find out what would make them excited to learn or be interested in. It could be anything from I want to learn more about God, or who I am, or how do I get over my past hurts, or how do I find hope in the future, or what even is faith, or how can I get to know Jesus more, or maybe just flat out intro to the Bible. Just start from the beginning, go to the end. I've got a great Bible study for that, and you guys can watch a video and do some homework stuff. Like, what do they want? Because if it's not driven by them and sort of where they're at, they're not going to do it. So yeah, go have a conversation with them about what do you guys want? What do you think would be best? What would be interesting to you? Because I don't want to just drop, here's systematic theology, let's do it. Or just say, we're going to go through the gospel, read a chapter and talk about every part of it, because they may not like that. So let's start, especially if you're starting for the first time, start with something that they like. That's what I would say. Okay, let's do this dopamine thing.
Monkey can play video games for 2 hours straight. Monkey can scroll through TalkTick until his thumbs go numb. Monkey can binge an entire Netflix season and call it just one more episode. But ask Monkey to sit down and study for 30 minutes? Suddenly, Monkey acts like he's being tortured in the banana mines. And starting a side project? Monkey promises to work for an hour, but 5 minutes later he's already sneaking toward the fridge, pretending cleaning counts as productivity. Here's the paradox. Monkey actually knows deep down that studying, exercising, or even cleaning his room would bring long-term rewards. But Monkey still prefers the quick hits: video games, social media, TV. Why is that?
Okay, let's just start with that question in chat, and I'll be first. Is that you? Do you? Yeah, dope memes, dope anime, dope everything. Yeah, exactly. So if is this you? It's me for sure. I feel like I'm a fairly disciplined guy in a lot of different ways. I can get a lot done if I need to, but I still procrastinate. I still use adrenaline. I still use, kind of that kind of stuff. And so when it comes to, I should go work out, I should go for a walk, I should go, whatever healthy thing, and I don't feel good about it, it's really easy for me to lean into watching shorts or just watching TV or even going and cleaning and cooking and cleaning. You know what I mean? I should be out there going for a walk. I should be doing something more healthy. And then all of a sudden I'm gonna, and there I am, cooking a meal or cleaning something that I shouldn't. It's wasting time. No, I'm not on Final Fantasy right now. Eating chips for breakfast. All right. It's all of us. Yeah. I think everybody struggles with it in a way, especially since that's kind of how our society is built. I've made this argument multiple times, and I'll say it again. Our human brains are not equipped to deal with the level of technology we have created, right? We are not We are not ready. Our brains cannot handle the proliferation of stuff that's on the internet, whether it be knowing everything, because every piece of human knowledge is now accessible at your fingertips, knowing what's happening everywhere in the world all at once, and having all that, having, like every kind of politics from every kind of part of the world kind of shoved into your brain, wars and rumors of wars, as well as like access to pornography in anytime you want in the privacy of your home on your phone, to relationships with AI that'll just give you strokes and seem super real, like all of that stuff. TikTok, YouTube, all this psychologically driven, the video games, the loot boxes, like people have used study upon study to create technology that we are almost like we are ill-equipped to deal with. We are ill-equipped to handle. And I think that shows very much in the fact that, this kind of thing, that we want to do good things. We want to get out there. We want to, find someone to hang out with. We want to go make a friend. We want to go get more healthy. We want to buy a vegetable, things like that. And yet, because of the way that we've oriented our life, we don't. For some reason, we just don't. We don't go out there and we do it. And it ends up becoming, we're constantly in this, guilt, shame cycle. And if this is part of it, this is obviously secular, and this is part of it. He at no point does he talk about spiritual stuff, as in like, this is, there's a spiritual war out there. Obviously, he's not going to talk about that. He's talking about dopamine, but there is a spiritual war, on Christians trying to keep them from being effective, keep them addicted, keep them, spending all their money on stuff they don't have, and, not be able to be effective for the kingdom. There is a reality of our flesh that's pulling against us all the time, and God's gift of self-control, which is through the Holy Spirit, is something we can pray for. He's not going to talk about that. It's still, but that's a big part of it, right? Doing your devos, inviting God into your day, and walking through the day, mindful that you are loved by God, that He is present, the Holy Spirit is available to help. It helps with this kind of stuff, but also at the same time, I think this biochemical life hack, if you want to call it that, is also part of it too, because it's a way that we can orient our life in such a way that we go, okay, I see what the world's trying to do. I see the temptations, and I'm going to, because of my physiology, the body that I have, it's pulling me towards it. That's what, Paul says, right? That he curses his flesh, because if it keeps pulling him towards stuff he doesn't want to do. I don't do the stuff I want to do. I do the stuff I don't want to do. This flesh, it just keeps pulling me toward bad stuff. And that's very much if you maybe phrase it today, it'd be like, I have brain chemicals like dopamine that are out of whack, and they make me make decisions for healthy, unhealthy stuff all the time. And I hate that. I can't wait until that's not a problem when I get to be in heaven and just be done with all this cursed, sinful flesh stuff. And I think this is part of that. If you're willing to see this from a spiritual, sort of practical, the flesh is working against you perspective, I think it can be helpful. Spirit is willing. Yeah, exactly.
Why do some monkeys out there seem motivated to tackle hard stuff every single day, while this monkey would rather nap? And the big question, is there a way to trick monkey brain into liking hard things? Part 1. Dopamine. The answer starts with a tiny chemical inside monkey's brain, dopamine. People often call dopamine the pleasure molecule, but that's not quite right. Dopamine doesn't make monkey feel pleasure. It makes monkey want. It's the craving chemical. Dopamine is the invisible banana dangling in front of monkey's face. Monkey hasn't even eaten the banana yet, but the mere thought of it gets him running. Part 2. Rat experiments.
So I think that's an important clarification, right? That idea that we're all chasing dopamine, it isn't quite true. We're all, we're chasing serotonin. We're all chasing pleasure chemicals or whatever. And we talked about this a little while ago too, and that is, us looking at our entire existence through only the lens of brain chemicals reduces the concept of like joy, of having, like awe and wonder. It's like, wow, we're not awe and wonder of that amazing thing that God created, the majesty of the mountains and the sunset that is before us. It's just a brain chemistry thing. it's hitting my dopamine sensors right now. And it's like that really reduces humanity to a biochemical machine. But you look at this and it's like, well, actually, it is the thing inside of us that God has given us in order to help us to want stuff that we should want, right? However, because of the world that we live in, because of the sin in our life, because of the world, the flesh, and the devil all working against us, that want ends up being skewed towards something that could be good, but ultimately isn't good in the proportion that we do. That. For the most part, I try to make a point to not have anything on while I'm driving, not to listen to anything, so that I can have a level of boredom and time of prayer. I think that's a good discipline. Like going for a walk, not bringing headphones, kind of thing. I struggle with that in the car because I really like listening to the Tales from the Stinky Dragon podcast. If I have a chance to be in the car alone, I will turn that on because I never get to listen to it anywhere else except for in the car. But definitely, for sure, that idea of I find time to make it so that I have no other choice. Right? Yeah.
To understand how powerful dopamine is, let's look at monkeys' distant cousins, the lab rats. Scientists once gave rats a lever. Every time a rat pressed the lever, electrodes zapped their brain's reward with. The result? Rats went bananas. They pressed the lever over and over for hours, forgetting to eat, forgetting to sleep. Some literally pressed until they collapsed. Then scientists tried the opposite. They blocked dopamine in the rats' brains. The same rats suddenly became so lazy they wouldn't even get up for food or water. They weren't depressed. If food was placed directly in their mouths, they still chewed happily, but they had zero motivation to move for it. Here's the scary part. Monkey brain works the same way. Dopamine isn't about enjoying bananas. It's about motivating monkey to chase them. Part 3. Dopamine.
The rat stuff is so interesting because, I don't know how they turn those things off, but that idea that I don't know if you've been there, where you are kind of sitting there and nothing is making you happy. Like I have this feeling sometimes. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I think to myself, what do I want right now? It happens every time I go to bed. Like if I'm in bed, I'm thinking the question comes flying into my brain all the time. What do you want? What do I want? And ultimately, what do I want right now? It's like, well, I want comfort. I wish I had whatever. And of late, as it kind of crashes into my brain at night, I'm trying to get a bit more existential with it and be like, ultimately, what do I want? And there are times when if I'm down or if I'm tired or if I'm being, dumb with my habits and things like that, the answer is like, I just want off of the roller coaster, man. I don't want to be so driven, so pulled towards these things, just stuff in my life that I don't even enjoy. Why am I sitting here? I'm not enjoying this. Why am I putting that in my mouth? I'm not even enjoying it. Why am I sitting here when I want to be moving? Why am I, why can't I go and do the work I want to do or go talk to the person I want to go? Why can't I, if a friend invites me to do a thing, why can't I motivate myself to just go hang out with that friend? Like other people can have a friend. Why can't I figure out how to have a friend? It's maddening. And I think that whole, you hit that dopamine button over and over and over. And then by the end of the night, when all this stuff finally does crowd in, you're like, man, I am not thinking straight. I didn't think straight today. I didn't do things correct today. I followed the wrong instinct, the wrong path, the wrong, I don't know what chemical matrix. And it only comes into focus when everything is dark, right? Everything dark and quiet, and I'm left to myself with a brown noise machine.
Dopamine tolerance. Monkey's brain has a rule called homeostasis. It always tries to stay balanced. Too hot, monkey sweats to cool down. Too cold, monkey shivers to warm up. Same with dopamine. When monkey floods his brain with video games, junk food, endless scrolling, the brain adapts. It dials down dopamine receptors. Just like a drinker who needs more alcohol to feel tipsy, monkey needs bigger dopamine hits just to feel normal. It's like eating candy bananas at a 5-star buffet every single day. But soon, if someone hands Monkey a plain banana, Monkey sneers. Boring. Where's the...
I think this is, you probably already know this, and this is something that you've experienced, but like, ask the question. I'll ask, kind of chat the question. What is your candy banana, right? What's the thing for you that that when you indulge in it, or when you do that, or when you eat it, listen to it, go to it, whatever, that it has ruined the normal version, like the one that you should be able to like, but now you can't like that anymore. I always think like there was a scene in one of my favorite comedies where they gave the character fancy chocolate, and they ate it. It was a fancy wine. Might have been fancy wine. And then they went back to their normal wine, and they're like, ugh, gross. And they're like, you put us into a new wine category. Like, now we can't enjoy what we used to enjoy, because now we know what it's like to have good stuff. And we do, that's exactly what we're talking about, right? And so for me, yeah, junk food is a great one, right? Like, I watched this guy, this guy on Shorts, really, he's just a fitness guy with a very common sense attitude, kind of going through the life and food and things like that. And so I'm on that side of Shorts now, and watching him is like an encouragement. Go cook, go make yourself some oatmeal, go make yourself some, whatever this is, it's this weird kind of bread. And in my brain, I'm like, I think I would like that. And then when I've made something, I go to my fridge and I look at that thing, and I'm like, not right now. I wonder if there's something better. And I can always get in my car and drive to some place to go get something I freaking like that hits the candy banana sensor. And I looking at that, and I'll go eat it, and I'll, whatever. But it's just, I've definitely ruined myself through the immediacy of being able to get whatever I want as much as I want in any way I want, because of, the internet, and because of Amazon, and because of delivery, and because of I have a car and I live in a small town, that it makes it so that I look at these healthy recipes and I'm like, cottage cheese, like I don't know, but other people who are healthy and they are, they're doing fine, they really like it. It's not that you kind of go, oh yeah, you're weird because you like cottage cheese, it's weird because you like, whatever. It is simply that they have retrained themselves to enjoy honey, a tablespoon of honey, instead of a bucket of sugar, right? And it is possible for other humans to do that. It's just hard. Brown noise is similar to white noise in that it sounds kind of like static. I can't help but think you're listening to a whole bunch of fart noises, which is probably what it is. It's just 1,000 mushed together. That's definitely what it is.
Caramel drizzle. So he sits down to study. His brain compares. Toctic, fireworks of dopamine. Textbook, just one sad sparkler. No wonder studying feels unbearable. Monkey's brain has recalibrated. This is called dopamine tolerance, and it explains why Monkey struggles so much with hard things. His brain isn't broken, just spoiled by candy bananas, and no longer cares for regular ones.
We talked about spoiled yesterday. Like the idea of people who are, what was it, Monday? Maybe it was Monday. Just sort of that self-indulgence of what was the word we used? Entitlement. The idea of entitlement and how you are going, you believe this and it's something that you absolutely have convinced yourself that this is something that you're owed, that and whatnot. And so the idea of breaking that sense of entitlement is, I think, very similar to this, and that you're like, okay, no, I'm not entitled to that. My instincts say I am, and I feel like it's an injustice if I don't have it, but trying to work against that and kind of go, am I entitled to that? Do I get to yell at that person? Do I get to take from that person? Do I get to step on that person to get one step higher? No. But like, if you have that struggle, it's instinctual, and the sort of the same way when it comes to this thing. All your instincts are going the wrong way when you're looking at the healthy thing. It takes a while to change.
Part 4, Dopamine Detox. Monkey decided to try something radical, a dopamine detox. Picture this. Monkey eats candy bananas at a 5-star buffet every day. After a while, a plain banana feels like an insult. But if Monkey gets stranded on a deserted island, starving, suddenly that same plain banana tastes amazing.
What's that? This thing over here on the side. What is that? What's up, creepy? Looks like a puppet show. It's got like a blowing skirt thing. And it's got like a, what is that? Amen, Brian. Somebody tell me what that is, because I don't know. If you get lost on a deserted island, is there always one of those? I haven't done it before. Coconut stand? Just on your deserted island? I don't know.
That's the logic behind Detox. Take away the constant, artificial candy bananas, so plain bananas, like studying or exercising, become rewarding again. There are 2 ways Monkey can detox. Number 1, radical detox. 1 whole day. No phone.
Not
no
if there's a
internet,
stand.
No games. No junk food. Monkey sits with boredom. And when boredom hits hard, suddenly writing in a journal or reading a book feels fun. Number 2, light.
He says that like it's easy. I mean, he doesn't imply it's going to be easy. But at the same time, like, what does that even look like? Going and sitting and being bored. Like, the way he drew it was just like at your desk. Like, for how long? For how, like, an hour, 2 hours, until you're willing to pick up the book? If I pick up the book, and I start reading it, did I fail? Or did I pass because now I'm getting joy out of a book? Or is it that I didn't give my self a chance to detox enough through boredom? Like, what does that even do? How does that work?
Detox. Once a week, Monkey avoids 1 high dopamine behavior. Maybe no social media on Sundays. Maybe no video games on Wednesdays. It's like a mini reset. The point isn't to punish Monkey. It's to reset Monkey's brain, lower the tolerance, make plain bananas taste sweet again. Part 5. Reward system. Monkey knew.
Do you think you can do that? Like, legit, have you ever tried? Do you think you could do that? I feel like I have tried. I'm not going to look at my phone, especially when I'm in a like, I don't know, airport or a restaurant or sitting somewhere waiting, and I just look up everybody's on their phone, right? Including me, right? I'm looking at my phone too. And I always think of that, like, just quote unquote, living in the moment or whatever. And of course you're, getting your car fixed. So living in the moment is stupid. Like, you're in a smelly mechanic shop. Like, I don't want to live in this moment. I want to get out of this moment, which is why I'm trying to fast forward using this. And but at the same time, I look around and I'm like, yeah, this is so prevalent. Should I be different right now? Should I be changing my opinion right now? Should you like of what I'm doing? Should I just sit here quietly? Should I be praying? Should I be reading? Should I open the Bible app? What's the right thing to do right now? And I think of it sometimes, and then it's like, I don't know. But I do know that if I were to sit there staring at a wall, I would be, thank you and hello, good to see you, DJ. If I was, I think I might go crazy. I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to do it. Sitting in a mechanic shop staring at a wall for an hour just because you want to try to detox your brain. I don't know. That sounds bad. It sounds no fun at all.
Again. Part 5. Reward system. Monkey knew he couldn't detox forever. Bananas are fun after all. So he built a system. Work first. Reward after.
Boo.
If Monkey eats the candy banana first thing, like scrolling fake book in bed, forget about studying after. Motivation gone. Instead, Monkey must flip the script. Work first. Bananas later. Example. 1 hour of study earns Monkey 15 minutes of his favorite snack time, and after 8 hours of work, Monkey gets 2 hours of guilt-free fun. The key? Monkey must never reward himself before the work.
The hard part is stopping after 2 hours, right? I'm going to give myself 2 hours of Netflix, and then after 2 hours, like the getting up and walking away. I don't know. For me, anyway, watching anime is hard because every anime seems to end every episode ends in like a cliffhanger, and you're like, I just want to know what happens. I just like I all I have to do is this, and suddenly I'll know what happens next. And it's hard to just kind of get up and be like, well, I have given myself my 2-hour allotted window. I shall now leave and go do, I don't know, whatever else people do. That's really hard to do. Sister and I went out to eat last month. I chose not to be on my phone, but she was looking down on her phone the whole time. I don't like. If you're sitting at, like, I don't do that. If you're sitting at a table with somebody and you're having a conversation with them, or you invited them out, or at dinner at home, should be on your phone. Should be. I take put the phone away. Get off your phone. You know, because we're here. We're present in this moment. Like, come on, let's go. Come on, right? There's no reason for you to be on your phone. Are we not? You know, I get that we're not entertaining enough, but ask a question, talk about something. Well, how was your day? This is half an hour out of your life that you get to see people and talk to the people that you love the most, and you don't get to see very often. Like, what? This is not the time for you to be on your dang phone. It frustrates me to no end if the intention, right, especially of a family meal or going out to whatever and talking to each other, and then you're sitting on your phone. I wouldn't tolerate that. I don't tolerate that. I don't tolerate that with myself either. I once had the habit of smoking, says Star Blue. A well-meaning Christian person I looked up to advised I try to quit by extending the time between cigarettes. That was torture. I was going through withdrawal for too long. I was able to give up through reevaluating cigarettes, reading Alan Carr's Stop Smoking book, trying to detox piecemeal in a way that from that habit wasn't helpful, even though he meant right. And I wonder, I think probably, if I had to guess, that it probably works for some people, right? The titrating or bringing down or, you know, reducing. For some people, that's how they got to do it. Like for them, the sleeping pills are a great example of something like I shouldn't be on these anymore. And if you just stop, you're going to stay up for 72 hours and go nuts, right? So you got to kind of work your way down. Or some mental health medications, or, you know, sugar. Like you just go crazy and like, okay, I'm going to have one tablespoon or teaspoon in my coffee. I'm going to have a half, in my coffee. And that works for some people, right? It's very good for some people to be able to do that. But other people are cold turkey folk. I'm a cold turkey guy. And so if I'm going to stop doing something, I got to stop doing something. I've said it a million times. It's easier for me to have 0 cookies than 1 cookie, because it's just that rule. If I have the 1 cookie, I'll have 10 cookies, but I can have 0. I can figure out 0. Right? And I think that's probably what you're talking about. Once I dragged my sister to check out my favorite comic shop and my favorite restaurant, and she was on her phone. That sucks. That sucks. I don't like that.
The banana only comes after. Part 6. 5 to outsmart monkey brain. Now that monkey's dopamine levels are reset, monkey can also use a few clever hacks to make work feel less painful. Number 1. Gamification.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey loves games, so turn work into 1, make tasks into levels, earn banana points, keep a checklist. Every small victory earns monkey a banana coin. Number 2.
That one doesn't work for me, man. I've got like alerts on my phone, and I have like an app that for walking that like you get points that you can cash in for like money, and you can go on little quests around the town to like you walk far enough and you can get like a card and you'll collect like a little character, and like you can get your little and whatnot. And for some people, they freaking love that. Like they will go out like, I gotta go walking because I gotta get my character today. I'm gonna go, catch Pokemon because I need to. And for them, that gamification works really good. For me, it doesn't. I don't care enough about getting the thing, whatever it is, and having to keep my own checklist of whatever I'm doing so that I can give myself points, so that I can reward myself something that I have access to at all times, right? I need the external stuff. I can't do that for myself. I'm no good with that. Yeah, maybe if it's the right game. I don't have it, man. I don't. If I'm the one in charge, I won't do it. Like I'll give myself the reward before I earn it because I have access to it. I need something else, man. All right, Cookie's got to lurk. Have a stream. Hey, Jove.
Start small. Monkey hates climbing mountains, but monkey doesn't mind one small step.
What's up, Eric?
Trick. Monkey says, just do it for 2 minutes. Once monkey starts, momentum kicks in, and he usually keeps going. Number 3.
That is one that does work. If that is a great trick, which is, if you anything, you know, you have to have a conversation, you have to do your homework, you have to go for a walk, you have to go for a drive, you have to start a project, you got to do something creative, you got to edit your video, you got to anything, literally anything. Just say, I'm gonna go do it for like 5 minutes. Right? I'm not gonna do all the dishes. I'm only gonna do the dishes that are like in the sink. The rest of the counters be damned. And then, you know, you're there and, well, I'm right here next to the counter. I'm started. I may as well do it. Right. It's just, if you can fool yourself into being like, I'm only gonna do it for 5 minutes, you do it. And if you only do the 5 minutes or the sink, then the sink is clean. And you did something. That, to me, that one works. The start small thing has been, really, really helpful. I'll just go downstairs. I'll just start by moving the thing that's in the way. Well, now there's another thing in the way. I better move that thing there. Okay, but you know what? This room could probably use a clean. And, and then all of a sudden I'm off to the races. Like Harry Potter, a version of Pokemon Go worked to get me walking, but the others don't do it for me. Oh, I've never even heard of that. That's cool. Can you send me a link to that? I'd like to see what that is. I maybe it'll be cool. I don't know. I know that stupid ring on my cell phone doesn't. You should go out and walk because then you'll close a ring. And then what? Phone. Yippee-doo.
Instant bananas. Monkey thrives on quick rewards. So after finishing a task, give him a mini banana. 1 page written, eat a snack. 20 push-ups, watch TV. Small wins keep Monkey hooked. Number 4, Monkey.
Oh, sorry, my bad. That wouldn't necessarily work. Like, it could work, but I would need external control of whatever that is, because if it's like, okay, I'm going to give myself 20 minutes of TV after I do the whatever, then nothing will stop me from watching the next episode. Or it's just the level of self-control, right, that I struggle with when it comes to the things that dopamine hits and whatnot. I really do need help and accountability. I really do, because I can always convince myself why it's okay to do today, why today's different. And I've always got the excuse of, my life is hard, or I'm under stress right now, or I did a really good job today. I did a good boy. And so therefore, there's a reason why I can do that, do the bad thing, because I'm allowed now. But so external for me, man, I think right now it's in the place I'm at. I feel like I need external. Oh, they turned it off. Really? Oh, that's so stupid.
Monkey squad. Monkey alone is lazy, but monkey in a squad, motivated. When monkey studies with friends or works with a group, he suddenly doesn't want to look like the slacker of the troop. Accountability works wonders. Number 5.
That's true, if you can find it. If you can find people that care and also aren't chock full of excuses and will actually show up. Like if you want to go work out and the person that you're working out with also won't come, doesn't work. Go to the group, and the whole group's ethos is able to make excuses for each other why it's okay for today not to be the right day. Fine, don't do anything. And that's just it's just a bunch of people excusing each other's behavior. That doesn't work. Right? Like, finding that person that to be in your squad that actually elevates is hard to do, especially if it's something really, I guess, really specific, or if it's something that's got that's super important to you. Because if that person doesn't find it that important, or it's not something that they struggle with, I don't know. To me anyway, I don't feel like they take it as seriously as I do. And then all of a sudden I'm like, well, if you're not gonna, I need your help and you're not helping, so forget it. At least that's my experience. I haven't found that person yet that can actually help me very much. You know what I mean?
Identity shift. Monkey acts according to identity. If monkey, I'm lazy, he stays lazy. He says, I'm disciplined. He starts behaving that way. Behavior follows belief. Part 7.
Does it though? I don't know about that one. Can you just declare it, name it, and claim it? I don't know. I get the psychological thing of I'm a big lazy lump, and that's why I do this. And then you kind of drag yourself into a hole, and you're like, actually, I'm having today's a tough day, but over the course of the last while here, I've actually been a lot better, been more disciplined, been a little bit more, strong, and this is who I want to be, and whatnot. I get that, but I am disciplined. I don't know. I guess it's true. I'm not saying it's not true. I just don't know how it works practically. Yeah, we definitely all need an accountability partner. I agree. I just haven't been able to find one. I just haven't been able to find one that actually holds me accountable. They just don't. Haven't found one.
The choice of bananas. At the end of the day, dopamine isn't the enemy. It's the reason Monkey builds, creates, and survives. The question is, where does Monkey get his dopamine? From endless scrolling and other candy banana habits? Or from growth, learning, and real progress? Monkey
Star Blue saying, prove it to yourself with small wins, keep the promises you make, small steps, which is really where you can kind of go, you know what, I can be that person. I was that person for a solid 3 hours or a solid 20 minutes kind of thing. See, I couldn't be that person. You're right, for sure.
doesn't need to kill dopamine. Monkey just needs to crave the right bananas. Monkey doesn't naturally like hard things. But with Detox, smart rewards, and a few tricks, hard things stop feeling like torture. So the next time Monkey stares at a to-do list, Monkey remembers, it's not about forcing discipline. It's about outsmarting Monkey brain. The only question is, which bananas will Monkey choose? The Monkey says thanks. Like this video? Toss him a subscribe.
This one here is pretty good. The brain overload thing. I watched that one the other day. That was pretty good. We might do that one another day. So what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear what you guys think about that kind of stuff. We talked about it along the way, but the truth is that it's easy to say and hard to do. It's easy to say and hard to do. That works way better than saying I'm disciplined, keep asking, seeking, and knocking. Maybe. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm gonna sit down. Will that change anybody's anything? I know for me, the more I watch those kind of things, right? The more I spend time watching the health food guys, or seeing the life hacks and whatnot. What did I do? The more chances I have of kind of going, okay, it is possible. Other people have done it. Did something blow up? What's happening right now? It's snowing. Oh, I know it's blowing down. Hold on one sec. Wow. That was weird. So I put a fan there so that it would keep the room cool because I've decided to wear my super awesome sweater today. And the top of my light here was just caked with dust. I haven't looked up at that light for a while, at least not on top of it, because it's all above my head. And it was dusty. And so all of a sudden, when I moved it down, it shook up the dust. And all that dust started kind of falling like snow. And there was a lot. There was a lot of dust. So yeah, that was weird. Guess it depends on what you need. Yeah, that's why I push back, Brian. Right? I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to just be, persnickety for no reason. I guess the question is, if you were to tell me, I watched this entire video about, dopamine and changing habits and tricking your brain and things like that, and then you're like, you should just pray about it, man. Pray about it. I'm like, pray about what? Like I can say, God help me, and I'd like you to give me self-discipline and forgive me for making the change, and help me do that. And I'm not saying that God doesn't get himself involved in that kind of thing, because he has, but it's not like I haven't prayed about this stuff, and not like I haven't asked for help, right? It's also somewhere in there is the obedience, right? I don't know. I get, that's why I'm pushing back. I'm like, what do you mean? What's the actual advice you're giving? Just make it a part of your journaling? And in that, are you not saying to God, I want to be disciplined, I want to be a good person? And isn't that not similar to saying I'm disciplined? Same kind of mindset. I don't know. That's my thought anyway. I'm a spiritual guy. I'm a Christian guy for sure. But at the same time, I'm not a mystic. I think there's a weird balance, a weird sort of division in my brain. Some parts of my life where I act too much like that monkey, I could go for a candy banana right now, right? Anybody remember those little marshmallow bananas? Some people really like those. I was not one of those people. Tiny bananas, tiny candy banana. No, not my favorite thing. But I tell you what, I can, like last night, I wasn't doing well last night for no particular reason. Things were good. Things were fine. I had a great stream afterwards. I went upstairs and good, nothing bad. But for some reason, the wheels all came off at about 7 o'clock, right? The wheels all came off and I just started feeling really crappy. And actually probably like 5:30, where I'm like, I don't want to cook dinner. I don't want to. And so I looked at my phone and I'm staring at DoorDash, right? The Runts candy? No, those are good. I like those. I'm talking about like the marshmallow bananas. So like I'm looking at the DoorDash app, looking back and forth, and it's so expensive. Like if I want a hamburger sent to my house because I don't want to get in the car, it's like that's like $25 for a stupid hamburger. And I'm like, that is the dumbest thing in the history of ever. And so I'm like, I'm not doing that. And then I sat down. I'm like, well, maybe I just won't eat. And then 2 hours go by. Like, I think I might be hungry now. I don't know. Maybe I'm hungry. And then I look at the DoorDash app and I'm like, okay, maybe. And then I close it again because it's expensive. And then it was like this spiral of not feeling good. And then I went and I opened the freezer and I saw Pogos. And I'm like, well, that will probably scratch the itch. I'll have Pogos. And I ended up eating 4 of them for dinner. 4 Pogos for dinner. Nothing else. Ketchup, mustard, and Pogos. And then I sat down and I just felt like crap. And I was given Pringles chips. Here, Pringles chips. Thank you. I ate the entire tube. You know what I mean? Like, it's just what happened last night. Like, I felt pretty good at about 4:30 after stream. Felt good about myself. I'm like, hey, we're doing content. We're doing good things. And then all of a sudden, I'm a self-indulgent, Jabba the Hutt for a solid 6 hours till I go to bed with a tummy ache. What's a Pogo? Corn dog. Corn dog is what y'all call it. I took my brother to get fast food for his birthday. It was around, it's very expensive. Like the fast food's really expensive. The DoorDash is even more expensive, obviously. Not only is it usually more expensive on the app, but then there's delivery and there's everything else on top of that. It's just, I was like, do I get in the car and go drive and get myself something? I don't want to. I don't want to be that guy who just always eating out. I know I'm not going to enjoy it. If I go have a burger right now from some fast food joint, I won't like it. But that's not what I want. So there's a hole in my heart somewhere that needs to be filled by something tonight. And I'm trying to cram food into it. And that is definitely not the right thing to cram in there. So what else should I cram in there? Laziness, anime, get a video game. I'm like, there's something on. And I remember sitting in my bed. It was late, 2:30 in the morning, 3 in the morning. And I'm like, why did I do that? What hole in my heart was there that, what was I supposed to put in it? Am I lonely? No, because last night I got a call from Snack Girl. She's like, all my friends went home for reading week. And I'm like, yeah, I bet they did. Do you want to come home? It was like 9 o'clock at night. And she's like, yeah, I guess so. So I went and got her, brought her home. So I have family. I'm not lonely. Am I sad? I'm not sad. Things are actually going okay. Things are going okay with Anita. Things are going okay with Taco. Things are going okay with me. You know, what was the hole in my heart that, and what was supposed to go in it that would have been the healthy alternative to satiate whatever that need was? And I don't know. But I remember, you know, my son came downstairs and I'm watching something, and he's like, hey, you want to watch something together? And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm gonna watch this. If you want to watch it with me, fine, but I'm watching this. And I haven't done that for a long time. Usually I just go, sure, man, you watch whatever you want, because whatever he's gonna pick or whatever my daughter's gonna pick is gonna be the thing. It'll be fine. You know, I'll be equally enjoying or distracted with whatever they're watching, so they may as well be happy watching their thing, and I don't really care. But I got, you know, it was just very self-indulgent last night. I don't know why. I don't know what I was doing. You know, I finished the Horizons game. There was a sense of that. We did good content. I don't know. Like what would have made the dopamine sensor happy? I don't know if there was anything. Just a self-destructive stream of not goodness. Chemical status quo. When you get high, your body reduces chemicals to try to maintain status quo. Yeah, well, and then, you know, I don't know. I don't know what, like, where all that was at. Can't say. Does anybody else want to talk about anything? Like I said, it's mental health Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday. Yeah, that's what we call it. And so if you want to talk about any other subject, that's great. I figured that's what we talk about. That's about an hour and a half. Then we can jump into a game and play. And after that, we can, you know, I need to edit that video from yesterday. That's for sure. That needs to be out before, you know, before we actually do reach. That'd be best time to put it out for people to watch before they go. So that's going to be happening after stream, I hope. But I also have laundry. Like, man, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I really don't. Everything's fine. I keep telling myself, everything's fine. Calm down. Stop. Yeah. I don't know. All right. So if the answer is no, like, I'm stressing about a lot of stuff. Like, my mind is going nuts right now. Maybe I should, flesh is a nuisance. You're right. It really is. And I think the other part of it is not just that, but like, I went from, you know, like sabbatical, can't do anything, too super stressed out, to barely making any content and, you know, kind of off and on. And then this week I jumped in and I'm like, starting Monday, we're going to be hitting it hard. Yesterday I did a full meal deal prep talk, big thing. And maybe if I, you know, thinking instinctually what I would think that maybe possibly it could have been is that, you know what, I used my whole tank yesterday up, like just doing that talk and doing stream and hanging out and whatnot. And maybe it sounds weak and it sounds pathetic for saying that, you know, like giving one talk and then, you know, finishing stream was all I had in the tank. But the truth is that, like, I didn't have anything in the tank. What, a month and a half ago? Month and a half ago? There's nothing left. So is the tank full? No, can't be full. So maybe that's just it. Maybe I just used it all up. And so that today we watched a cartoon about a monkey eating a banana and had a conversation. That's enough? Is that okay? Right? It's hope. I don't know if anybody's vibing with anything I'm saying. Maybe not. Maybe I just sound like the complaining, depressed guy. But I'm sure that there's somebody out there who gets it. You know, so we get pathetic sometimes. Doing the minimal thing zaps all our energy, and that's okay. And I say that to other people too. Like, so, you know, you got up and you showered, you did a thing, you know, and you didn't do anything yesterday, you did a thing today, you're doing better, right? Just because you didn't hit 100%, and just because you didn't become the most effective human being of all time in a day, and anything below that is a failure. No, don't think that way. And I try to think that way too. It's just that because it's so public and because it's so important to me because I've got people looking over my shoulder. Like what? Like the other day, Monday, I was sitting there with that guy talking about connecting to the church and the ministries and all that stuff. And he's like, I was watching your stuff, and my stomach sank. Like my stomach went bleh, and I'm like, uh-oh. What did he see? Because my content over the last month has been, kind of hit or miss. It's not really the good stuff. And I said to him, maybe you should watch this week instead of the last few. But it must have been a God thing because, hey Xanadu, good to see you. It must have been a God thing because he's like, well, I tuned in. I didn't watch a ton. I watched one little section, and you were talking to somebody in chat about what happens when you go to counseling and you kind of dump it all out there and you feel very raw. And I'm like, well, good. found a good conversation. Thumbs up. And I was happy about that because it was like, man, you sat there quietly playing Minecraft and nobody talked. Your chat was dead. Nobody cared. And you weren't particularly interesting. Would have been bad. I wouldn't have liked. And therefore this is our last conversation, good luck. So that didn't happen. So I'm happy. I deal with MS sometimes. This shower zaps my energy sometimes. I use the spoon theory to help people understand my energy levels. I've been talking about spoons a bit. Yeah. Somebody said, I was using it the other day. I used it on my family for some reason. I said, I don't have enough spoons. They didn't know what I was talking about. Right. I'm like, I realized I just said something we've never used in our family. And I'm like, well, spoons, basically the amount of energy and amount of space margin you have in your life for stuff. And I'm out. I don't have it. So sorry, can't do that. Don't have enough spoons. And it was, that's fine. Everybody understands. One thing about having, mental health crises in my family a lot and going through all the stuff we went through is that a lot of people are, a lot of my family, my family is sensitive to each other and sensitive to others. Like my kids are often called thoughtful and kind and, like people who empathetic. And the reason isn't necessarily because we're all super awesome. It's because we know how we want to be treated. We know how rough it was on us when we were going through stuff. And so therefore, if somebody's going through a thing, we're happy to give grace because we know what that's like. And it's not going to be, we're not going to be the one pressuring you or telling you to get better. We're going to be the one going, do you need anything? Take a break. It'll be fine. Nobody's upset with you. I'm not upset with you. Let's talk tomorrow. Right? And because we do that, people are like, wow, you guys are really nice. You guys are kind. You guys, and it's like, well, that because we want to be treated that way too. Right. That's how we want to be treated. And so if I say to them, I don't have the spoons for that, or I don't have the margin for that, nobody gets up my nose about it. They just go, okay. And I do the same for them. My energy's a bit zapped, but I still want to do things. I'm there too. I think part of that is because of the habit of procrastination that I just built for my whole life. Like I need to have the adrenaline shot before I can go. But at the same time, it's also, I'm used to wanting to do a million things and overwhelming myself and usually the people I'm working with the 55 ideas that I have. And then at this point, because of all the stuff that I've been going through and all the, kind of the recovery that I'm in, I don't have it. I can't do 55 things. I can do a couple. So like, I need to be able to write that talk for Hack sometime in the next 4 days. I need to edit that one video sometime the next, I guess week and a half. I have to finish the talk for Reach sometime the next week and a half. Things like that. And I'm like, that is all I've got in the tank right now. My YouTube channel isn't great and my shorts are, I'm not contributing and things like that. And so it feels bad, but at the same time, I still want to do them, that, I don't know. Maybe that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't want to be a bummer today. I told myself I wasn't going to be a bummer today. So I apologize if you came here looking for encouragement and I pulled you into to Bummer Town. I didn't mean to. Well, it is time. We can jump into a game. I was thinking about playing Hollow Knight because Hollow Knight is we're kind of in the middle of it, And we finished Horizons. Horizons was fun. We could go shoot more dinosaurs, but there's no story left. It would just be us going and doing levels, so we can fill up our town, which I don't think is necessarily what we want to do. But I've got Hollow Knight. We can try jumping into that and see what happens. I'm worried that what's going to happen is I'm going to get to that boss and he's going to annihilate me for 2 straight hours. I guess we'll see. I get the distinct impression that it could be that it's just 2 hours of misery, pain and misery and difficulty. Dude, I was stuck on Silksong boss for like 5 to 6. Okay, so it's not as bad. Okay, all right. Set my bar to a certain level. I will now reboot OBS, because of course I will. I didn't like that Mountain Dew very much. It wasn't terrible, but I think it's probably because I couldn't like place what it was. Be ready. Yeah. Well, and that's the game, right? And that's okay. Be okay with that. That's exactly your point is it's okay to fail, expect it, because that's how the game works. You guys can't hear the music, can you? Why not? I don't know why things change, man. Hollow Knight, add. Okay. The wobbly lines are working on this computer. Why are they not going to that computer? I don't know. I was pricing out replacement PCs for my streaming PC, obviously. I still can't find one that's a good price. The problem is I'm trying to find a pre-built that has a good power supply. So I don't have to buy another power supply to run my 5060, but I don't want one that has a built-in video card because I have a video card, right? What is this? Oh, here we go. Okay, well. Now you guys hear it. How's the audio balance? Turn it down, yeah. That was loud, right? All right, that should be a good balance right now. Is that pretty close? Oh, I'm back to Xbox, so the A is moved. Hooray. A's in the right spot. All right, where the heck am I? Find out. Oh, Queen Station. All right. Yeah, I'm supposed to go fight the Mantis guys. I don't want to, though. Is there anywhere else I can go? I guess it's a kind of a forgotten crossroads area. Let's go to that. All right, up we go. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight the Mantis guys. When I tried, they just rickety wrecked me. Like, it wasn't even close. Monitor's too close again. Oh, how many frames am I getting? I'm getting a lot of frames. You know? I am getting a lot of frames, but for some reason, they are giving me vertigo. Yes, I can stick to the wall. Yep. I got all the stuff. A lot of the stuff. I can stick to the wall. What else can I do? I can shoot my vengeful spirit. I can do the desolate dive. I can shoot up. Hasn't happened. You don't need to fight them. Oh, because you can go around. Okay. All right. That's what my son was saying. He's like, you can just go around these things. A lot of this stuff you don't need to go to. Oh, okay. Wait, yep, I'll work on that. Owie! I hit that fence wrong. Been a while since I used the controls too. I'm a little bit rusty. Those guys, they're the worst. There, Mike. Oh. Why do you leave orange goo? I hate it when they leave the orange goo behind. It's rude. Where am I? In the middle of nowhere. Yarp! I don't know if I've been here before. It's very exciting. I'm murdering a lot of things. What are you wowing about? The amazingness of my gameplay? I hope that's it. I have murdered a lot of little guys. Almost did it. Almost did it. Yeah, isn't that a wild? Yeah. That's just a terrible, terrible noise. All right, I'm back up here now. Oh, I get to go up. What did that open? Have I never been here before? Okay, cool. I found a new area. Not a dime. Oh, look, my little money grabbers. That's so happy. That makes me happy. That's crazy, man. I didn't realize that I hadn't gone there yet. Okay, cool. That it? That all I learned? Ooh, hello, giant mushroom guy. Hello? I don't have memory of this. Green? Purple. Green? Purple. I want to jump on his head. Oh, I'm not going to jump on his head. Yeah, I figured he was going to come alive. Whoa! Calm down. Holy crap. Oh, right, the head thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that's bad. Just... Wow. Okay. All right. I was ill prepared. Ill prepared, I would say. Let's go there. Again, that was super fun. Those guys shouldn't have killed me. If I was playing 2 weeks ago, that would have not been me dying. I'm just a little rusty. I just need a bit more practice. Not a big deal. Yo, thank you so much. Thanks, bro. How are you doing, man? How was stream? I saw that you were on today. Actually, I saw that you were ended today. Hey man, I'm enjoying my time in Hollow Knight. I just finished Horizon Lego, which I had a blast with. What a fun game, truly. How do I get in there? Just realized I gotta go down. You could be much better than the last few. I feel that, man. That's where I'm at too. Is that oops, I'm supposed to go up. I was not doing good content for like a month. I was just saying to somebody that somebody was like, "Oh, I just watched your content," and it was just like on Monday, and I'm like, "Oh no, I'm sorry." Please forgive me for the content that I made for the last little while here. I assure you, it wasn't my best stuff. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, no, it was really good. You had a really good conversation." And I'm like, "Oh, did I? Okay." Nice. Unexpected. I'm gonna find my way back around to that other thing because I saw there was a power up. Right? Like I was down. Yeah, I'll take it, right? And this is the church guy who has been working. He's such a cool guy. He's been trying to help me to get connected to the pastors and to the church and to explore what God has when it comes to the next phase of life, phase of ministry for me. So that's really good. It's so nice to have somebody on your side who's like, I see what you're doing. And actually, when he started, the conversation wasn't, I think what you're doing is awesome. He's basically like, what you're doing is I don't know what you're doing, but I'd like to learn. They finished this game, but I canceled my Game Pass because $30 a month too much for something I know. I think I saw an article recently that was basically like, is Xbox done? And then I select 5 more that went the same thing. And I'm like, all right, are they? I don't know. I'm gonna go down. Those guys actually don't hurt me. That's interesting. How do I get down? I want to get down. Okay. Hard to be an Xbox fan. Yeah, no kidding, right? What mystifies me is that for a fact that nobody who's on the Xbox team, like video game stuff like that, seems to care about players or video or like gamers or their system. Hey, Happy Cynic. Good to see you. Whoa! Calm down. Yeah, got me anyway. Hey, Happy Cynic. I like that name. From one cynic to another. Out of touch and the joy part, like I guess this is the thing that bugs me, is that they don't find joy in games. Right? Like they don't have a sense of, I can't wait to play. It feels like, anyway, I don't feel like the video game is something that has value. I don't feel like people get happiness from it, and we can provide that we can maybe add distraction or a story, or like see it as valuable. They see it as like a moneymaker, and if it's not making money, then what's the point? Other people, like other folks who care, like, and I would argue it, like indie developers. Oh no! Indie developers are the kind of people who would go, we care deeply about that this game brings you joy. This game makes you think. This game contributes to the larger gaming industry in a way that people can learn from or find the inspiration from or whatever. Whereas just the way that they seem to conduct themselves is, what is the way that we can manipulate the most people into maybe giving us some money? Yeah, well, corporate and boring, right? And give us some money. How can we get these rubes to cough something up? which is really insulting. What is the deal? Why am I not doing that right? Nope, nope. Oh, of course. You have double jump? No. Nope. I have single jump. I have these. Whoosh and splat and peacock feathers. Dude, I just got a new quest in late game Silk Song. It's a gosh darn riddle. Listen, I've already used all my reflexes. Don't make me use my brain. What did I get? Crap. I wasn't paying attention. What did I get? Let me guess. I got some stupid piece of lore. Was it something? Team Cherry's so mean. Well, they said, right? Oh, I got one. Okay, thank you. They said we had 7 years to do this, and every idea we came up with was like, that's a good idea. Put that in there. Too many ideas. That looks like I should fall down it. Oh, what? What? Dang it. Is it Hollow Knight? Yes, this is Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight just chatting. Oh, thank you, Ferric. Subtle. Subtle. Dude. I've been devastated. That was capitally awesome. Hollow Knigget. Brutal. I was brutalized by Ferric. He said they have more ideas. The game was getting too big. Uh-huh. My son is a... Chaos has arrived. What up, dude? My son really likes 100% in games, and he loved Hollow Knight. He's an Elden Ring guy. He's a you know, Dark Souls guy. He's a Skyrim guy. That's his jam. And so he really liked it. And so he's been playing Silksong for a while. And I'm like, so how is Silksong? And he's like, it's taking me forever. It's actually really hard. And normally he'd have banged that sucker out in like a weekend. You're 96%. Oh, good for you. Good for you. I forgot what powers I have. Hold X and go up to do a thing. And hold X. Hold X and then push up. What? I don't think I've tried that yet. Hold X. Release and push up. Hold X. Push up, release. No. Hold X. Oh, that's it. Wow. That's probably powerful, and I could probably use it for something. Okay, I went to the thing. I did the thing I wanted to do. Now I'm gonna go do something else. I have no plan. I just don't want to fight those guys in the Mantis Village. And my plan is to not fight those guys. Is that a good enough plan? Probably not. How's Donut today, man? How's life? How's content? How's stuff? Oh, I have to go through these guys to get there. The door's gonna close too. Oh man. And I don't even have the juice for it. I can't do it. Taking a lunch break, far out, man. I'm glad. I need to kill some stuff. What's up, Hannah? How's life? How's your kitty? Ow. Stupid indestructible mushroom guy. I get juice for killing them? I get it for killing those guys. Nope. They're not actual enemies. They're just fodder to get in my way. I don't even think they hurt me when I go by. I am the bad guy. See, they don't even hurt me. They just run away. I'm a monster. Okay, let's go back up and see if we can fight those mushroom guys. I should be able to do a good job. Those guys don't even look that hard. And she is. I don't want to talk about her. She needs a lot. Jerry's good. She's weird. Misty's the one that just had the eye surgery, right? Okay. Let's do. We'll charge up, and when this guy comes to life, we'll hit him with one of them, and one of those, one of these. Ow! Not that. Ow, don't get so close. Keepers. Oh, Jerry had the eye surgery. Okay. Give me something. Give me something good. What do I got? A charm notch. Yay! That's helpful. Probably. Charms. I got one more notch. What should I put in there? Let me guess. I have not a single one for a single. Sprint Master. I can go a little faster. There's the one who went feral last year before Christmas. Yeah, went nuts. I remember you talking about that. Fear the Fallen. Lifeblood Heart. Nah, that's all right. Heavy Blow. Ooh. Heavy Blow is probably a good one to have on there. Protects the while focusing. Oh, I can have a hard shell while I'm charging up. That's probably helpful. Give pain to the bad guys around me. What do I want to give up though? Finally got to sleep around 9. Oof. That's rough, man. I had a hard time sleeping too, but I was up till 3. That at least means I got a little bit. Long nail, good. Steady body, good. Gathering swarm. I can remove that one because I can go get my own geo. Whoop. Oh, I gotta be sitting in a chair. What am I thinking? That's why it's not working. Hey, thank you. I will turn all my stuff on at some point. Well, they do give me a little juice. I just got to kill a lot of them. The secret is genocide. That one worked. It's something. All right. Oh, I can't swim in acid, unfortunately, but I found a bench. That's what matters. What's up, bro? Ugly son of a gun, too. Is this a real bench? Will it let me do the thing? It will let me do the thing. So I probably want heavy blow, right? Increase the force of the bear's nail, causing enemies to... Oh! It gives knockback. Okay. Okay. Maybe that's not the best thing. When recovering from damage, the bear will remain invulnerable for longer. Why can't you swim in acid? Is acid great for exfoliation? Only if you're in there very briefly. Unfortunately, the going under is going to be the problem. The little bit of acid treatment is probably not terrible. Increases the power of spells. Man. More dashing. That's probably the one I should use. Yeah, probably. Embodies the fury of heroism that comes upon those who are about to die. When close to death, the bear's strength will increase. Well, I'd like to stay away from death, actually. Reduces the soul's cost of casting spells. Hard shell while you're focusing. Like, is it protective? As in I can... Let me see. I'm gonna do that one and just see what happens when I charge up. I can't. Oh, sick! That was kind of cool. You know what? Let's keep that one on. Maybe I need that one. I'm supposed to buy things from you? I am, aren't I? Very special, valuable charm. Do you want to find more geo? Hold on to this charm and go hunting. Okay. Sure. You have to buy them, otherwise you can't get more notches from the purple lady. Yeah, the exfoliating swim. I think that's the name of the power. Yeah, we're gonna go to the purple lady and see if I can. Actually, I don't have any money. There's no point in going there. But I found some new areas. Got a new power. Come on, it's something. Okay, let's go. I don't know where to go. Honestly, I really don't. Let's go right. Maybe we can buy one more notch. I can't remember how much the notch is. Could be 750. Could be less. Oh, wait a sec. Is it A and down? Yep. That was fun. A fossilized gome wedged into the rock. Excuse me? First time I was getting that power, everyone I told looked like me. That was crazy. You got through the whole game and you didn't even know that. Yeah, exactly, right? Fossilized gome wedged into the rock. Did you hear that? The sound, the scary sound, the noise, scary noise. Hi! I don't like it here. I mean, I'm a fan of money, don't get me wrong. But I don't know. Was that it? That can't be it. There's no way that was all I came down here for. No way. No, there's nothing there. Interesting. Interesting. Completely just an area for no reason. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. It's for the monster journal. Oh, I don't care. Lore, man. Who needs lore? Okay. Is that the hot tub guy? Who's that? Yeah, it's a hot tub. I haven't had to charge up yet, so I haven't really used it. We should do an experiment and wait until a bug hits us. This is a bad bug to try it with. He's hard to hit. We'll try it with like a walking guy. Like him. Okay, hit me. Cool. Now, let's do this. Wait. He stopped, I think, for like a second. Try that again. Oh, that was kind of interesting. He put a little wall there. All right, all right, all right. I mean, it wasn't impervious. I wasn't like perfectly impervious to damage. There was definitely some stuff that happened. Oh, I've already been up here. We don't want to do that. Okay. Ha! They're not killing me. I feel good at the video game. Those guys usually cause me such trouble. Ow! Up somehow? How do I go up? Oh, I bet it's from a different direction. Never mind. You ever seen Game Theory? Yeah. You mean with Matt Pat? He retired. There was a rumor going around that he was going to become he's going to be trying to be president or something. Which I think is hilarious. All because he took a picture when he was wearing a suit. Like, oh, he's clearly going to become president. Are you? Oh, my bad. Sorry, yes. The answer is yes. I have seen Game Theory. If you mean the one from Matt Pat. The guy who apparently is going to become president because he had a microphone in his suit. We're headed somewhere. Where are we headed? I don't even know. Yeah, we'll keep going right. Why not? You are now Matt Pat. Yes. Apparently it doesn't take much. I think I may have changed my mind about this shell. I don't think it's going to save me from the bosses. I think it's something I need to consider. Yeah, I think I need to reconsider that one. I'm gonna go find a bench. I was almost a cool guy. I'm being cool. There's 3 of them. Good video. Yeah. Well, you know what? It doesn't spoil it for me because I'm not really paying that much attention to the lore. Like, I don't really get the like, there's so much happening and whatnot. I've seen a lot of videos. It doesn't bother me to have quote unquote spoilers, right? A door with an open slot. Shall we stick something in the open slot? Do we have anything to stick in there? No. My daughter was able to find her way around to the that elevator that did a thing. Okay, obviously that's not something. Why did it ding? Stick your nail in that, see if you get electricity. I got two little horns on the top of my head. I'm just gonna go doink and stick my head in there. See what happens. Why did it give me a dong when I went in here? Dong. Like I found something. Did I find something? I don't think I found anything, honestly. Except the world's biggest door. I think I heard a whoosh. Yeah, yeah, literally. No, that's exactly the same vibe. All right, we're going this way. I think, if I'm not wrong, I can get enough to get another notch, which I don't know if that'll help because it only gives me one, and right now I feel like I'm full, but maybe the third. There are some good powers that have 3 notches. When I go to a hidden spot, yeah, well, so I was hidden, but I didn't see anything in the hidden spot, you know? All right, how much is a notch, my lady? Once you own 18 charms, you only need 1 more. I told you! Told you. I heard the crystals help you focus. So if something you're interested in, you should take this beauty home. I need to buy another stupid for the present. Ah. Well, I'm gonna remove this thing, and we're gonna replace it with Dashmaster? Probably Dashmaster. That's the way to go. Heavy blow might be better too. I don't think it hits harder though. I just think it gives knockback. Long nail I've already got. Fear of the Fallen. No. Extra hearts wouldn't be terrible. I know, right? It's just such a ugh. I can get more soul by doing this, or I can go Dashmaster. I'm gonna do Dashmaster, maybe, I don't know. I need to go make some money. I fear the fallen. I've been in this guy's house like a dozen times. There's nothing in here, man. Let it go. Oh. There's $3 in there. Gotta get a little bit of money. Grillmaster? Yeah. It's the guy who puts a little bit of seasoning on top of the steak before it gets grilled. They work together. $3? You can almost buy a gas station coffee. I don't need a gas station coffee. I don't know what I need, actually. We should probably go find somewhere to go. Okay, so that is a subway. I just need to put a thing in it. Let's head back to Dirtmouth. I did. I tried it. It just, the flavor isn't a flavor that I can place, and the placement of the flavor isn't something I particularly enjoyed. I feel kind of bad, but at the same time, it's, but what do you want me to do, right? Oh, I can save the guy now. I just gotta be good at this. Nope, not good at it. Do I want you to no, I don't think so. I'm gonna let my daughter try. Don't be a bad guy. Don't be a bad guy. Ugh. Don't you hate it when they're bad guys? Well, that would have been another way to go. Did I have just done this? No, it won't let me stick to the wall. Okay, good. Oh, fell down with your juice. I thought you'd be where your mommy was. Like Boss Baby? I've not seen Boss. I think my kids watch Boss Baby and I was near the room or something. I'll show you. Here, I'll show you. So, it's Mountain Dew Voodoo mystery flavor. That's what it is, right? It's kind of like eating if they took sweet tarts and they mixed them all into like a liquid. That flavor, all the flavor. Not terrible. You know, it's an experience, but it's all, you know, it's not a good Mountain Dew. That's for sure. I like Mountain Dew. Watched Maria's stream this morning. She said you and your daughter are coming to Reach. Yes, you're gonna meet Snack Girl. She's my buddy. We talked yesterday about safety at Reach and how you should have a buddy system. And Snack Girl's my buddy. I'm excited. She's excited too. She's coming specifically because she wants to be of help, right? Hey, damn it. Oh, shoot. Dude. Quiz and you car buddies? I mean, anybody who I'm with. Oh, that's... I don't know. What do you guys think of that screen? Does that work for you? Which one do you like better? That one or... Nope. Or that one? I think this one looks pretty good. I think that one looks pretty good. I don't think Embiggen works anymore because I changed the name of the thing. The wide one or this one? Game is bigger? Yeah, okay. Good call. Not that much bigger though. A little bit bigger. I don't even know if it is bigger. You might be wrong. No, it's not. See? The game is 16 by 9 and there's nothing I can do about it being 16 by 9. Right? So when I come back to here, it's the same amount of scene. Like there's no difference. But yeah, I get it. You see chat better with the other one. I know, right? That too. Save for it. Yes, it's a good thing. If you can figure it out. I don't know. I think that looks pretty slick. He was half listening. It was a lot. I think I gave like 12 different tips, which obviously is a lot to process. I'm gonna put it out as a video. I'm gonna put it out as a blog article, and then that way, my safe word is help. I'm in danger. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Did he explode in one hit? Obvious. Why I said yesterday, like, if you guys need to chat or whatever and need a little support, come say chrysanthemum to me. And I said it as like a placeholder that I'd never really considered. But now if I go to reach and someone like walks up and says, hey, chrysanthemum, then I'm like, oh, you're in jeopardy. I better figure this out. Although I'm talking like I'm an organizer, right? Like this isn't my show. This absolutely isn't my event. I'm there, I'm helping. But it's definitely not an event that I'm in charge of. I just want people to be safe and happy. Chris and Mom? I think I've cardamom. Chrysanthemum. The flower. That's what I said. But again, placeholder. I don't know. I can't tell you. Okay, so Crystal Peak. I think I actually, oh no, I opened up that thing before and I didn't, and then I reset. There's a door over there that you can open up and I don't need to. Hello? Whoa, it's someone's butt. All right. I don't mean to rob you, but hi. The White Savior. The maiden woke in darkness. Confused, she reached out. Sharp brambles jabbed at all sides. Burning acid bubbled close below. What nightmare had led her here? What hope of survival remained? Doomed, she thought herself, and to despair she fell. Until a light bloomed far in the distance, a bright glowing spot fast approaching. It swept majestic about the thorns, leapt above burning waters, and dove towards the maiden. Coming close, the form revealed at last a beautiful being. Sharp horns gleaming white, arms reached out for the damsel, gathering her grip firm. There's Hollow Knight fan fiction. This is like reading fan fiction about yourself. That is something. This is the lady I think that was having a hard time in that area that I let her out of. Oh, no, that was me. Look, there's a little image of me in the background. She knows it's me. Dude, a bird just flew into my window and started pecking on your window. Well, that's interesting. We have birds fly into our window all the time. I don't know why. Like, legit, I don't know what it wants.
That's another.
There's nothing in the house, and our blinds are closed. Like, you're just dumb. We have dumb birds. On your window? Oh, like a windowsill. And started pecking at it? Maybe he has a message for you. Maybe you've been chosen. That lovely lass returned to us. I must admit, I placed thin odds on her survival. Seemed to think very highly of her rescuer, some sort of dashing warrior type. Barely stopped gushing once she got back. The warrior must have passed down below whilst I was taking my nap. Such a shame. I'd love to have met such an impressive bug. Yep, that's me, buddy. Yeah, it should check. Is there a letter with a wax seal? Is there anything tied around its ankle or leg?
Jill.
Watch your mouth. I can't afford anything in your store. Get a better store. Yeah, I can go all the way to King's Pass, or we can head to Crystal Peak. Howling Cliffs might be fun to go to. Wait. I have a power for this, I forgot. Forgot I could whoosh across things. I can't remember how to do it. That's not it. That's also not it. That's not it. That's it. Found it. Wait, there's blue goo over here? I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. Give it to me. Get back here. Yay. Ow, door. Again, I have a power for this. Use it. See? I remember when that actually was hard for me. But now I'm awesome. Alright, where to? There's a light post up here. Sometimes you guys gotta see the light post. You know? Like a tourist spot. Hello, light post. Is that worth it at all? It was not. Oh, there's a bench down here. Let's go to it. Creepy bench, but a bench nonetheless. Oh yeah, this is my master. Hey, buddy. How goes it? My brother Shio has taught you his nail art, the great slash. How lucky you are to have trained with him. Shio and I were very close when we trained together under the great nail sage. He often spoke of becoming tired of the nail arts and wanting to try something new. I'm glad he changed his mind and continues to bear the proud title of Nail Master along with me. Yes, me too, buddy. Me too. You got a photo? Yeah, put it in Discord. You're gonna give twice. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, I'll mute this one. Thank you for saying so. We have any photo share, man. We got like 3 or 4 different places to put photos on the Discord. $2:30 p.m. Ow, I looked at the clock. Should not try to play Hollow Knight and look at the clock. Man, it feels so much later than that. I may cut stream short a little bit. So that I can get that video editing done. I emailed someone, or I texted someone yesterday and was like, hey, so I could use some help with video editing, and they never go back to me. And I'm like, uh-oh, did I make you mad? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. No, they never did. I thought maybe I'd push my luck. Like, dude, how many times I gotta say no? I've already asked this person. Like, how many times I gotta say no? Apparently the answer is once a month. Damn. Alright, where am I going? I actually don't have a plan here. Ow. I know you're very surprised that I don't have a plan. I'm gonna die in this spot because I can't figure out gravity? I came over here because I thought there'd be somewhere for me to be. Oh, wait, there is a spot I can be. Hold on. I just realized I found something. Oh. Yes, it makes the down, but the problem is when I go to down, I get hurt. for a little more. Okay. I finally have my light. I haven't been here yet, but I have my light now. Okay. Progress. Something. Thank you. I appreciate that, Musical Angel. I look forward to seeing your burb. Why is that there? Ow. Hey, bud. Place is spooky. Spooky, and I don't like it. It makes weird noises. Can't see if that's a spot. I don't think it is. I'm gonna keep going up. Oh, there we go. Cool. I'm gonna go over here. That feels very like it's gonna kill me. Oh, I know there's butterflies, and it's a very pretty blue. It wants to kill me. Fully bright, not dark. Name's Solid Night. Let's go. Ooh! It might not be terrible. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ow. Hi. What's your deal? Joni's blessing. Huh? Is that a one of these? It is. Oh, wow. 4. It needs 4. Wow. I got a new charm, yeah. Blessed by Joni, the kindly heretic. How many of those do you know, people? I know a bunch. Transfigures vital fluids into blue lifeblood. The bearer will have a healthier shell and can take more damage, but they will not be able to heal themselves by focusing soul. Like, how much more? That doesn't sound worth it at all. Thanks anyway, Joni. I will mourn her for a second. Boop. Okay, that was kind of fun. I'm sure Joni's a lovely person. Yeah, it takes 4. That was pretty. I feel good for having gone here. I thought for sure that was a boss fight. All right, how do we get over there? Oh dear. They respawn. Yuck. And oh no. I feel like it's at the other side of that spikes. Like, why would those spikes be there? Or just be a pain in the butt, I guess. You're way up, maybe? Ow. Ow. This way. No? What? It's right there, man! Can I go up? Oh, I used it up. That's gotta be a way in. Gotta be. I just don't know how to get in. Ah. I should go sit on a bench so that I can write out the map so I can see what I missed. Did I get there? Oh, I missed it. No, I didn't. Kind of like wandering around here, but dude. How many, if I remove, I'm gonna remove a couple. So just remove Dashmaster and Long Nail, and we'll put on the one that she gave and see what that does. Oh, I get a bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but I can't replenish. Interesting. I don't think it's worth it, man. I don't think that's worth it. Because you definitely need to replenish. So if I got 9 and then I get rid of it, right? I'm down to, I think only, what, 6? I think I get 6. I put greed on there, then I can get more geo and go buy that thing. So let's do that. There, that's something. We'll go get more money, and then we'll go buy a buy that gem, buy that last charm. I don't feel like that was more. Oh, that is that Blinky one extra? That that what it is? Well, it's something. You know, it's something. Not nothing. Ow. Not where I wanted to go, but it'll get me places. Actually, you know what? It's 2:44. Yesterday's video really needs to get done, and I know after our talk today that, you know, the amount of spoons that I actually have ready to be able to pull that project off seems to not be enough. So, forgive me for you know, for ending early, but I think the best thing for me to do would be for me to step away now and then edit the video and then get it up on YouTube so that it's ready for people. Today's video probably not, like today's stream probably not going to be a good video, but the yesterday's I think it is valuable. I'm going to do that. Thank you for understanding. Exclamation point, tell a friend, exclamation point web. Please sign up for the newsletter. I'm going to be writing one up here soon, just to let you know what's going on in my life. And yeah, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Really do. What is Ibby dressed like? She's got horns and a black lipstick. Well, we better go figure that out. Thank you. Come say hi to Ibby. He's a cool person. See there?